Hi, this is Troxel. In today's tutorial we're going to learn how to split an event on the timeline. We're going to look at only selected events and we're going to split everywhere there is a marker on the timeline. So let's see how we do this. Here in Vegas I have several events that I've added to the timeline. I've also added several markers. You can see I have 4 markers on the timeline. Markers 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we are going to split only the selected events, which right now, let's see, if we select this one and then we control click here, we can select that audio, and so only the top and bottom events are selected, and then when we run the script we want it to split only those 2 events, and we want it to split it at all of the markers. Here's the code we need to do that. So we're using our standard script that we've been using all these various weeks. We have all of our usings up here, then our test script, and then our entry point, the same as we've had for many tutorials. In this one, after we set our Vegas variable, we want to go through each marker in the Vegas project. So for each marker, and we're just going to call it my marker in myvegas.project.markers. Then for every marker, we want to go through the list of tracks. So for each, my track in myvegas.project.tracks, and then for every track, we want to go through every event on that track. So we go through for each track event in mytrack.events. The first thing I'm going to do is see if it's selected. If it's not selected, I don't even need to look at it. So if the event is selected, then we're going to continue on, and then we need to see if this event is actually under the marker. So we look at the event start, and we want that to be less than the position of the marker, and we go to the event end, and we want that to be greater than the marker position. Now to get the split point, we're going to create a new variable here called split point, and that point is going to be the position of the marker minus the start of the event. So how far into that event is this marker? Now there's a couple different ways we can call the split command. If you just call the event.split and pass it the split point, it will split it at that point. But that's fine if you don't need to know what the other side of the split is. If you do want to know what it is, let me just get rid of this line, and we will look at this one. When you use the split, it's going to create a new track event, and it's going to be the event to the right of the split. So event will be the event to the left of the split, right event will be the event to the right of the split after split is called, and you just call it with the split point. So let's save this and see how it works. So we go to Tools, Scripting, Run Script, pick our script, and now you can see track 1 now has 5 events on it, split at each of the marker locations. Track 4 now has 5 events on it, each split at the marker locations, and the other 2 tracks still have just a single event. So it's split only the selected events and only at the marker locations. So this is a good way to split events on the timeline if you need to choose exactly which events are split, and you need to be able to split in multiple locations at the same time. When splitting, we can also determine the event that is on the right side of the split as well as the left side of the split. So if we are doing a single split and need to know what both of the events are, we can also get that information. I hope this tutorial has been useful for you. Please sign up at www.jettv.com and subscribe on YouTube to get further notifications on when new videos are presented.